Unmesh Child Development Foundation presents a short talk on awareness, acceptance, and appreciation of autism on the World Autism Awareness Day, 2nd of April 2025, based on the theme proposed by the United Nations, that is advancing neurodiversity and even sustainable developmental goals. We will try to focus a bit on the neurodiversity aspect in this short talk. Well, today's talk will actually be going through a story told by two little children. Let us assume their names are Rohit and Rashmi. 3-year-old Rohit doesn't talk. He makes peculiar sounds, doesn't respond when called, is always running around and fiddles with things around him wherever he goes. He's a picky eater and he does not understand social cues. On the other hand, 4-year-old Rashmi doesn't respond when called. She doesn't even connect with her mother. She does not play properly with toys and shows a lot of repetitive behavior. She becomes cranky in crowds, makes peculiar hand movements, and does not like being touched. Well, this description is from our perspective as how we see them. But how does their day pass? Let's see. They're taken out into the so called social world outside. One of them is taken in a public bus, the other in a train. One goes to a mall, one goes to a park. Now, what are the comments that these children hear? Oh, what a disruptive child! They are disturbing others around. Why are they like this? Keep them away. Why this sort of attitude? Because we are not aware of the condition. We do not understand them. We are not ready to accept their so called peculiarities. We lack the skill to communicate with them. Not just they are not talking or communicating, are we being able to communicate? No. We fail to see their abilities. And all this because of our lack of awareness, our lack of acceptance, our lack of appreciation. Then the child is taken to school. In the classroom, these are the activities they engage in, either sitting quietly, not responding to the teacher, jumping around, doing a lot of things which the other children are not doing. And the teacher naturally is really, really overwhelmed and distressed. But why so? The teacher is apprehensive. Why a child in my classroom like this? What am I supposed to do? The apprehension is because of lack of awareness of what is wrong with the child and what to do for the child. There is lack of skill to communicate on the part of the teacher as well. Lack of skill to provide that need based learning that they need. They are not prepared, the teacher as well as the school is not prepared to include the child, and they are not able to identify their abilities. Not that these children are not able to do anything. The things that they do well, are they being recognized? No. Why? Again, lack of awareness, lack of acceptance, and lack of appreciation. Then at the end of the day, the parents take the child to a doctor. What's wrong with my child, doctor? The doctor is also overwhelmed. Oh my goodness. Which issues to address in this child? So many problems. And how to do that? How do I assess this child? And what is the problem really? Then, should I try to mold the child according to our norms, or should we try to help him adjust? How to help the parents to understand the cues? There are too many issues to be addressed. Now, look at how the doctor looks at the problem. We may look at it as a primary or maybe a secondary autism. Is it ASD with comorbidities? Is it a syndromic presentation? You see, as a doctor, we are using our medical jargon to explain the problem. Or is it a neurobehavioral problem? Or just neurodiversity? Are we aware about the neurodiversity and what it really means? Okay, based on our knowledge, we will be planning some interventional approach. The conventional approach looks at a highly structured and intensive therapy based on working across the table, therapists working on the child with rigid and tedious programs, which may turn out to be stigmatizing and also somewhat depersonalizing. What I mean is, the individual is being taught to do certain things in a very mechanized and mechanical manner. This may decrease the intrinsic motivation on the part of the child. The self confidence and esteem is not built properly. Is the child enjoying this? No. But why this sort of an approach? Somewhat again because of lack of awareness of where it's going wrong, lack of acceptance that this child has a right to live life in his or her way, and also lack of appreciation of the abilities that the child has. Now, changes are coming in. We are also looking at a naturalistic approach where it is more person centered. Interventions are oriented across the natural everyday environment. A comprehensive approach is taken up. The approach is more compassionate and empathetic, understanding the problems that children are facing and trying to address it from their perspective, focusing on teaching useful skills and highlighting their strengths, prioritizing the child's preferences. What is it that the child is enjoying? That is being taken into account. Anyhow, after all this, the parents come back home at the end of the day exhausted, depressed, and anxious about the future. What is wrong with my child? Why is he different? Why me? Why is he behaving this way? He cannot do anything properly. Oh, utter hopelessness. Now, this is because of lack of awareness, thinks Rohit and Rashmi. Why are my parents thinking in this way? They're not aware about the problem and they're not ready to accept us as we are. And there is definitely lack of appreciation here too. So, at the end of the day, what is Rohit and Rashmi thinking? Let's take a look at their perspective. I think, feel, and respond differently from others. I do have the right to do so, don't I? I am fine my own way, but my environment disturbs me. All those sensations, they hurt such a lot. The light, the sound, the touch, the smell, the people around me, the crowd, it hurts a lot. Many things don't make sense to me, and no one understands me. I am frustrated. Do you know that I can do a lot of things better than many of you? Please accept my neurodiversity. You talk about awareness, but all you are aware of is the condition called autism and how we behave. But you don't understand us. You don't accept us. You don't appreciate us. All this is making life miserable for us. So, listening to Rashmi and Rohit, isn't it going to make us think that is awareness enough? Awareness is just the beginning, but not all. Understand the individual from his perspective. Accept him as he is. Do not try to shape him into your mold. Help the child to cope and adjust. Learn to look at the abilities and appreciate to bring out the best in every single child. We talk about acceptance. What does acceptance mean? Accept not as a person with a disability, but as a person of equal rights with a diversity. Thank you. Understand and accept.